Ladies and gentlemen, success is one of the most sought-after goals in human history. People chase after wealth, power, and recognition, believing that these achievements will bring fulfillment. But I stand before you today with a truth that is often ignored. Success without character is emptiness. Success without character is temporary. History is filled with individuals who reached great heights but fell just as quickly because they lacked the character to sustain their success. A person may build an empire, but without integrity, that empire crumbles. A leader may rise to power, but without moral discipline, that power leads to destruction. The world celebrates accomplishments, but without the foundation of strong character, those accomplishments are nothing more than a castle built on sand. Character defines the quality of success. What is the value of success if it leaves a person broken, empty, and unfulfilled? Many people acquire riches but lose peace. They gain recognition but lose their reputation. Why? Because external achievements cannot replace internal strength. True success is not measured by what we obtain, but by who we become. A doctor without ethics can harm more than heal. A teacher without compassion may educate, but never inspire. A leader without humility can control people, but never uplift them. It is character that turns success into something meaningful, something lasting. The power of internal strength. Character is not something that can be bought or borrowed. It must be developed. It is the unseen force that sustains greatness. Money can buy influence, but it cannot buy respect. Popularity can bring followers, but it cannot build trust. A person of strong character does not need to chase success. Success is drawn to them because of their reliability, their integrity, and their commitment to truth. Look at the world around you. The problems we face, corruption, injustice, and betrayal, are not because of a lack of intelligence or skill. They exist because of a lack of character. We do not suffer from a shortage of successful people. We suffer from a shortage of principled people, developing character for true fulfillment. The question is, how do we ensure that our success is not empty? The answer lies in developing values that outlive our achievements. Discipline, honesty, humility, and responsibility. These are the pillars of true success. They ensure that what we build is not only prosperous, but also meaningful. A house may be beautiful, but without a strong foundation, it cannot stand. Likewise, a life without character will eventually collapse under the weight of its own success. True fulfillment comes not from what we take from the world, but from what we give to it. The greatest legacy is not the wealth we accumulate, but the lives we impact through our integrity and purpose. My friends, as you pursue your dreams, remember this. Do not just aim to be successful, aim to be valuable. Success will come and go, but character will define your destiny. If you build your life on principles, your success will have meaning. If you strengthen your character, your impact will outlive you. So I ask you today, will you chase empty success, or will you choose to build a life of lasting value? The answer to that question will determine whether your success is temporary or eternal. Success is often seen as the pinnacle of human achievement. People work tirelessly to reach financial stability, career heights, and social recognition. Many believe that success is the ultimate goal of life, but the truth is, success alone is never enough. If it is not built on a strong foundation of character, it is temporary and destined to collapse. History provides countless examples of individuals who climbed to the top only to fall just as swiftly because they lacked the moral strength to sustain their position. The world is full of talented people who have achieved great things, but without integrity, their success has been short-lived. We have seen political leaders rise to power, making promises of change and progress, only to be exposed for corruption, deceit, and self-interest. We have seen business tycoons amass enormous wealth, only to lose it all due to greed and unethical practices. Athletes, entertainers, and influencers have reached global fame but have destroyed their own careers due to a lack of discipline and moral responsibility. Success, when achieved without character, becomes a fleeting moment rather than a lasting legacy. One of the most striking examples of this truth is found in the lives of many historical figures who had great power but lacked the moral compass to sustain it. Empires have been built and destroyed not because of a lack of resources, intelligence, or military strength, but because of the character flaws of those in charge. A leader who is dishonest, arrogant, or selfish may rise quickly, but their downfall is inevitable. Power without principles is dangerous, and success without integrity is fragile. In the corporate world, we often see people who reach the top by manipulating others, engaging in unethical business practices, or compromising on values for personal gain. They may achieve financial prosperity, but at what cost? Many of them end up losing their reputation, their relationships, and even their peace of mind. The business world is filled with stories of companies that collapsed overnight due to fraud, dishonesty, and exploitation. The pursuit of success without ethical responsibility leads to destruction, no matter how great the achievements appear on the surface. The entertainment industry, too, is a clear example of how success without character leads to emptiness and self-destruction. We have seen famous actors, musicians, and public figures who gained everything: money, fame, influence, but eventually lost it all due to poor personal choices. Substance abuse, reckless behavior, and a lack of self-control have caused many of them to fall from grace. The applause of the world may seem fulfilling for a while, but without inner stability, it quickly fades away. When a person lacks strong moral values, they become vulnerable to the temptations that success brings. They are drawn into a cycle of seeking more fame, more wealth, and more power, but nothing truly satisfies them. Even in personal relationships, success without character leads to emptiness. A person may have all the wealth in the world, but if they are dishonest, disloyal, or selfish, they will struggle to maintain meaningful relationships. Many highly successful individuals have broken marriages, strained friendships, and distant family ties because they prioritized personal achievements over integrity, kindness, and responsibility. True success is not measured by how much we gain, but by how well we treat others and how positively we impact the people around us. The consequences of success without character are not just personal, they also affect society as a whole. When leaders, business owners, and public figures lack integrity, it creates a culture of dishonesty, greed, and exploitation. Societies that prioritize wealth over ethics end up suffering from corruption, injustice, and inequality. A nation may be rich in resources and technology, but if its leaders lack character, the country will struggle with instability and suffering. True progress is not about financial gain alone. It is about building a just and moral society where success is based on fairness, honesty, and responsibility. The reality is, character is what sustains success. It is what determines whether achievements will last for generations or vanish like a passing wind. A person of character may not rise to the top as quickly as those who cut corners, cheat, or deceive, but when they do succeed, their success is built to last. Integrity, humility, and discipline provide a strong foundation for any form of success, ensuring that it remains stable even in difficult times. Those who focus only on external success often neglect the inner work required to maintain it. They build high walls, but forget to lay a strong foundation. They decorate their lives with luxury, but ignore the cracks beneath the surface. When challenges come, and they always do, their success crumbles, because it was never rooted in something deeper. True success requires more than talent, intelligence, or ambition. It requires character. It demands honesty, responsibility, and the wisdom to make the right choices, even when no one is watching. In contrast, those who cultivate strong character alongside their success create something truly meaningful. They do not measure their achievements solely by money or status, but by the impact they have on others. They understand that real fulfillment comes not from what they acquire, but from how they live. Their success is not just a personal victory, it becomes a legacy that benefits future generations. Success without character is nothing more than an illusion. It may shine brightly for a moment, but it will eventually fade, leaving behind regret and emptiness. However, success rooted in strong values and moral integrity stands the test of time. It brings true fulfillment, lasting influence, and a legacy that cannot be erased. Success is often measured by material achievements, wealth, status, influence, and recognition. Society tends to celebrate those who reach the top, regardless of how they got there. However, the real question is not just about achieving success, but about the quality of that success. What kind of success have we built? What legacy will it leave behind? Without character, success is hollow, temporary, and ultimately unfulfilling. And so, it is not the size of one's achievements that defines their greatness, but the strength of their character in sustaining those achievements. Many people assume that success alone brings happiness and fulfillment, but history proves otherwise. There are countless examples of individuals who reached extraordinary levels of success, but found themselves broken, lost, and dissatisfied. Why? Because their success was built on external factors, money, power, and fame, rather than internal strength. They gained the world, but lost themselves in the process. Without character, success becomes an empty pursuit, leaving behind regret instead of fulfillment. True success is not just about reaching a goal. It is about how one reaches that goal. If success is achieved through dishonesty, manipulation, or a lack of integrity, then it is not true success at all. A person may become wealthy through deceitful business practices, but their riches will be tainted with guilt and fear. A politician may win an election through corruption, but their leadership will lack the trust and respect of the people. A celebrity may gain fame through shortcuts and scandals, but their reputation will always be fragile. In the end, success without moral values is like a tree without roots, destined to fall when the first storm arrives. The real measure of success is not in the things we accumulate, but in the values that guide us. Wealth can be lost, positions can be taken away, and fame can fade overnight, but character remains. It is character that determines whether success will be short-lived or will leave a lasting legacy. A person of strong character does not just achieve success. They sustain it, protect it, and use it for a greater purpose. They do not compromise their values for temporary gains, because they understand that true success is built on integrity, not deception. One of the greatest tragedies of life is to be successful in the eyes of the world, but a failure in one's own conscience. Many people achieve greatness in their careers while neglecting their personal lives. They become known as pioneers in their industries, but remain strangers to their families. They build empires, but destroy relationships. They gain recognition, but lose peace of mind. True success is not just about what we achieve professionally, but also about who we become as individuals. It is about maintaining honesty, kindness, and responsibility in every area of life, not just in business or leadership. The quality of success is also evident in the way a person treats others. A truly successful individual does not step on others to reach the top. They do not exploit people for their own gain. Instead, they lift others up, inspire them, and create opportunities for those around them. Success that is built on greed and selfishness benefits only one person, but success that is built on integrity and generosity benefits generations. A person of character does not measure their worth by how much they have, but by how much they give. Many people believe that success and character are separate, that one can achieve greatness first and develop character later. But the truth is, character must come first. If a person lacks discipline, honesty, and moral strength before they achieve success, they will not suddenly develop those qualities once they become successful. Instead, success will expose their flaws and weaknesses, leading to their downfall. On the other hand, when success is built on a foundation of character, it becomes stable, enduring, and deeply fulfilling. The world often rewards external success more than internal values. But those who have true wisdom understand that success without character is dangerous. Wealth without responsibility leads to corruption. Power without humility leads to oppression. Knowledge without integrity leads to deception. When success is not guided by moral values, it does more harm than good. It is not enough to be successful. We must be good. It is not enough to be powerful. We must be just. It is not enough to be wealthy. We must be responsible. One of the most important aspects of character is the ability to remain humble in success. Many people, after reaching the top, become arrogant, prideful, and disconnected from reality. They forget the struggles they faced and begin to look down on others. But true greatness is not found in how high one rises, but in how well one remains grounded. A person of character does not let success change who they are. They remain humble, grateful, and committed to using their achievements for a greater purpose. Another key factor in defining the quality of success is the ability to endure hardship. Many people desire success but are unwilling to go through the challenges that shape character. They want quick results, easy victories, and instant gratification. But true success is built through perseverance, patience, and discipline. A person of character understands that struggles and failures are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. They do not take shortcuts or compromise their values just to reach their goals faster. Instead, they allow difficulties to refine them, making their success even more meaningful. Success is only as valuable as the character behind it. A person who attains success with integrity, discipline, and responsibility will experience lasting fulfillment. Their success will not just be measured by numbers, titles, or possessions, but by the positive impact they leave on the world. They will not only be remembered for what they achieved, but also for how they lived, with honesty, kindness, and purpose. True success is not about reaching the top at any cost. It's about reaching the top while staying true to oneself. Success is often associated with external accomplishments: money, power, influence, and recognition. People chase after these things, believing that they are the key to a fulfilling life. However, true and lasting success is not determined by what is visible on the outside, but by the strength that lies within. Internal strength, which is the foundation of character, is what sustains success through challenges, adversity, and the test of time. Without inner strength, success is nothing more than a temporary illusion. Vulnerable to the slightest storm, the world is filled with people who have reached the peak of success, but have crumbled under pressure because they lack the internal strength to handle it. Wealth and power may elevate a person, but it is character that keeps them standing. The higher one climbs, the more difficult it is to remain stable. Without discipline, integrity, and emotional resilience, success becomes a burden rather than a blessing. A person who is externally successful but internally weak is like a building with a weak foundation. It may look impressive, but it cannot withstand the test of time. Internal strength is built through discipline and self-control. Many people desire success, but few are willing to develop the habits and character traits necessary to sustain it. Discipline is the ability to do what is right even when it is difficult. It is waking up early to work on goals, resisting distractions, and staying committed to long-term vision. Those who lack discipline may experience moments of success, but they will struggle to maintain it. Without self-rebuke, a person is easily swayed by temptation, shortcuts, and unhealthy habits that eventually lead to their downfall. One of the greatest threats to success is the inability to handle pressure. The higher a person rises, the greater the expectations, responsibilities, and temptations they face. Those who lack internal strength often fall into stress, anxiety, and destructive behaviors. Many talented individuals have ruined their careers due to an inability to control their emotions, addictions, or poor decision making. Internal strength allows a person to remain calm under pressure, to think clearly in times of crisis, and to make decisions based on wisdom rather than impulse. A person of strong character does not seek validation from the world. They do not measure their worth by wealth, fame, or the approval of others. Instead, they are guided by their own principles and values. External success is unpredictable. It can be gained and lost, but internal strength is something that no one can take away. Those who build their lives on a strong internal foundation do not fear failure, because they know that true success is not just about achieving goals, but about becoming a person of value. Integrity is one of the greatest markers of internal strength. It is the ability to remain truthful, honest, and ethical, even when no one is watching. Many people compromise their values in pursuit of success, believing that deceit and shortcuts will help them get ahead. However, success achieved through dishonesty is always short-lived. A person of integrity may not rise as quickly as those who manipulate and deceive, but when they do succeed, their success is built to last. Integrity creates trust, and trust is the foundation of influence and lasting impact. The power of internal strength also lies in resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure and setbacks. Every successful person faces obstacles, but those with inner strength refuse to be defeated. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a necessary part of the journey. They learn from mistakes, adapt to challenges, and use difficulties as stepping stones toward greater achievements. Those who lack internal strength, however, often give up at the first sign of failure. They allow setbacks to define them instead of using them as opportunities for growth. Humility is another crucial aspect of internal strength. Many people allow success to make them arrogant and prideful, which eventually leads to their downfall. A person with true inner strength remains humble, no matter how much they achieve. They recognize that success is not just a result of their own efforts, but also of the support, guidance, and opportunities they have received. Humility allows a person to keep learning, growing, and improving, rather than becoming stagnant and overconfident. Those who are humble in success attract respect and admiration, while those who are prideful often lose the very things they work so hard to gain. Patience and perseverance are also essential components of internal strength. In a world that glorifies instant success, many people lack the endurance to stay committed to their goals. They want quick results, and when things do not happen immediately, they lose motivation. However, true success takes time. It requires consistent effort, sacrifice, and the ability to keep going even when progress is slow. Those who develop patience understand that every great achievement is built one step at a time. They do not rush the process, but trust that their hard work will eventually pay off. Internal strength is also reflected in how a person treats others. Those who are strong on the inside do not need to belittle or manipulate others to feel important. They uplift, encourage, and support those around them. A person of weak character, on the other hand, often relies on power, intimidation, and control to maintain their position. However, true leadership and influence come from within. People follow those who are strong in character, not just those who hold titles and authority. The power of internal strength determines whether success will be meaningful and long-lasting. A person who develops their inner character is not only able to achieve success, but also to handle it with grace, responsibility, and wisdom. They are not shaken by setbacks, nor are they tempted by shortcuts. Their success is not dependent on circumstances, but on the principles and values that guide their lives. While external success may come and go, the strength of character remains, ensuring that whatever is built stands the test of time. Many people spend their lives chasing after success, believing that wealth, status, and recognition will bring them happiness. They push themselves to achieve more, acquire more, and climb higher in the hope that one day they will finally feel fulfilled. However, time and time again, we see people who have reached the pinnacle of success only to realize that something is still missing. They have all the money they could ever need, all the fame they could ever want, and yet they feel empty inside. This is because true fulfillment does not come from achievements. It comes from character. A person can gain everything the world has to offer, but if they lack integrity, honesty, and moral strength, their success will feel hollow. Many people believe that fulfillment comes from external rewards, but in reality, it is an internal experience. When success is pursued without a strong character, it often leads to frustration, dissatisfaction, and even regret. A person may reach their professional goals, but if they have compromised their values along the way, they will struggle to find real joy in their accomplishments. Character is what gives meaning to success. A wealthy person who has built their fortune through dishonesty will always live with fear and guilt, knowing that their success is built on deception. A leader who has gained power through manipulation will never experience true respect, only obedience driven by fear. An entertainer who has achieved fame by betraying their own principles will struggle with self-worth, knowing that they have sacrificed their true self for public approval. Without character, success is nothing more than an illusion, something that looks fulfilling from the outside, but is empty on the inside. True fulfillment comes from knowing that one has lived with integrity and purpose. It is the confidence that one's success is not built on lies, shortcuts, or exploitation, but on hard work, honesty, and perseverance. It is the peace of mind that comes from making ethical decisions, treating others with kindness, and staying true to one's values. When success is guided by strong character, it brings not only personal satisfaction, but also a sense of contribution to the world. People who build their success on character do not just achieve for themselves. They create value, inspire others, and leave a positive impact that lasts beyond their lifetime. Another reason why true fulfillment comes from character rather than achievements is that external success is temporary, while character is lasting. Money can be lost, positions can be taken away, and fame can fade overnight. But a person's values and principles remain. When success is solely based on external factors, a person's happiness and self-worth become fragile, dependent on things that are beyond their control. However, when fulfillment is rooted in character, a person remains stable and secure, regardless of circumstances. They do not define themselves by what they have, but by who they are.